But I want to take a step back and ask you about agile marketing. I found that sometimes people think that it's a type of marketing or it's a marketing tactic instead of a way of working. How would you clarify what agile marketing really means to IT and marketing leaders who might be skeptical about it?
Yeah. I really do think that it's helpful to think about it as a question of how marketing teams work and not what they are doing. So, an agile software development team is going to write code, release features, whether they're using agile or not, right? They're going to do it a lot better if they're using agile ways of working, but their end product is not really going to change. And it's the same with a marketing team. So whether we've got sprints or backlogs or any of those things working for us, we're still going to build marketing collateral. We're going to plan campaigns. We're going to report on our KPIs. But when we put agile as the method of doing the work, we just do all of that work in a faster, more iterative, transparent, and customer centric way. I think it's easy to understand how this looks if we think about teams that don't do it. So, one of the most recent what not to do kind of examples of this for me,
Hmm.
that Peloton ad that came out at Christmas a couple of years ago, where the woman who's already very thin and very fit looking gets a Peloton from her husband for a Christmas present, and then they show all these shots of her like selfieing. Oh, she's on the bike and she's working really hard, but she's got this like expression on her face that maybe she's like a captive, or like maybe this was like really her idea. And it's this huge campaign, right? It comes out and just like ad spend and video and just millions of dollars worth of marketing and tanks the stock price. They're just everywhere on social, people just vilifying the ad. They're on all the late night talk shows. Terrible, terrible, right? An agile marketing team would never have done this, right? We test the images, we test the message, put little snippets of it out and see the reaction, right? And you would never have gotten to this like big bang blow up in your face moment if you were using agile to develop that campaign. You might have still done a video
Hmm.
campaign focused on a wife who gets a Peloton for Christmas. So, like, the end product might have been ultimately similar, but just the way you got there and the outcome of the campaign
Hmm.
would be very different.
That's interesting. As I was listening to you, I was realizing that agile could really be this connector between IT and marketing, right? A common language, a common love language, staying with our theme.
I love that.
So Tamara, when it comes to AI adoption, we recognize that it requires adaptability and speed to optimize campaigns continuously. How does applying agile principles support the successful implementation and scaling of AI initiatives in marketing?